On the news at 7, join counterpart to mark birthday of Prophet Muhammad. Algon exonerates Ayedatiwa from local government allocation. Fourth Council Chairman's claim over fund management. NDLA names 26 suspected drug traffickers in Edo and from a foreign scene. Israel destroys dozens of buildings in Gaza as new offensive intensifies. Good evening, Barkali Salam. Welcome to News at 7 Osrc TV. Kunle Ariyo is my name. Muslim faithful across the world today celebrate Elder Maulud, commemorating the birth of Prophet Muhammad. Observed every 5th of September, the celebration, which comes with a public holiday in Nigeria, honors the life and teachings of the Prophet, emphasizing values like compassion, kindness, and unity. Adeomi Taiwo brings us more.
Elder Maulud, the celebration of the birth of Prophet Muhammad, is one of the most significant events in the Islamic calendar. For Muslim faithful in Nigeria and across the world, it is a sacred time for deep reflection on the Prophet's life, his teachings, and the values he stood for. The day goes beyond commemoration. It is a spiritual compass, reminding the faithful of compassion, humility, justice, and service to humanity. Beyond prayers, sermons, and acts of charity, many also celebrated with family gatherings, shared meals, and gift exchanges, strengthening bonds of love and unity. A Muslim cleric, Yusuf Olalere, chief imam of Okeogba Central Mosque, stressed that Elder Maulud is not about merrymaking, but about reflection, remembering the importance of the Prophet's birth to mankind.
Remembering his birth does not mean that we are celebrating, we are merrymaking, or that we want to kill cow or be doing. No. We want to remember his life history. What has been the purpose of his coming to this world? What are those things that he was able to achieve in terms of religion? Was he able to unify both the Muslim, the Christians, and the Jews he met in the city of Medina? So this is a personality. He spent 3 years on the surface of the earth, and he was able to achieve a lot when we are talking about humanity. When we talk of humility, is there. When we want to talk of knowledge, is there. When we want to talk of good character, he was there.
Another cleric urged the faithful to remain steadfast, draw closer to God, and let the Holy Quran be their daily guide.
We are the follower of Prophet Muhammad, because for being a follower of Prophet Muhammad is a great opportunity for us, because we are the first one that all the accountability for us for the day of judgment.
For Simbiat Agbajiola, one of the faithful, the sermon was a reminder that Muslims must embody unity, love, and good conduct starting from their homes. Elder Maulud therefore stands as a time of spiritual reflection, community bonding, and reaffirmation of the Prophet's enduring message of compassion, kindness, and unity. Adewumi Taiwo, Osrc News.
Meanwhile, Governor Loki Ayedatiwa was felicitated the Muslim communities in the state as they celebrate this year's Eid al-Maulud, which marks the birth of the Holy Prophet Muhammad. The governor described the special day a moment to reflect on the lessons of tolerance, sacrifice, and peaceful coexistence, which are the virtues of Prophet Muhammad. He enjoined Muslim faithful to use the celebration to pray for the sustained peace, unity, and collective progress of the state. He also implored the people of the state to keep faith with the ongoing developmental projects of his administration. The governor reiterated the determination of administration to continue to implement policies and programs that will make positive impact on the lives of the people of Ondo State. Also, the All Progressives Congress APC in Ondo State has rejoiced with the Muslim Ummah as they celebrate the birth of Prophet Muhammad. According to the Publicity Secretary of APC in Ondo State, Alex Kalejaye, the birth of Prophet has no doubt brought about revolution and helped transform mankind. Hence, the best way to celebrate him is to imbibe and demonstrate his virtues as ways of life. He urged the faithful to reflect on the recent development strides in Ondo State, calling for support of the APC-led government at all levels. While wishing Muslims a wonderful experience and celebration, the party prayed Allah to grant Nigeria peace, unity, and uncommon understanding. The Ondo State chapter of Association of Local Government of Nigeria, ALGON, has faulted the claim that monthly allocations according to ALGON from the Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAC, are being tampered with by Governor Loki Ayedatiwa. ALGON explained that, contrary to the claims, the monthly funds meant for the local government are being managed directly by the local government chairman for grassroots development, denying any interference from Governor Ayedatiwa. Speaking in Akure, ALGON chairman Benga Fashua said council bosses have full control of their finances paid directly from the Federation account and are channeling them into grassroots development projects. Fashua, who is also the chairman of Akure South local government, noted that since the emergence of the chairman of the 18 local governments of the state, the local government administration has been more effective and efficient under the current government of Governor Ayedatiwa. The ALGON chairman, who lauded Governor Ayedatiwa for his leadership qualities, stressed that visible grassroots projects are proof that local government funds are being used for the benefit of the people. We'll now take a break now. When we'll come back, we'll give you more stories. Please do stay with us.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is here. Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire. At 7 p.m., all cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Go.
Welcome back and thank you for rejoining us. If you can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV and on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. The long vacation was once a period for complete rest of schoolwork, but today the story is changing. For many students, holidays now mean summer lessons, a time to reverse, prepare ahead, or keep busy academically. Yet, for others, holidays remain strictly a time for rest and bonding with family. The debate continues. Should holidays be for relaxation or for academics? Osrc's Blessing Obe explores the divergent views of parents and educationists. Her report.
Traditionally, holidays were eagerly awaited by students as a season to take a break from classroom activities, refresh and spend quality time with family before resuming for a new session. But in recent years, the concept of school holidays has shifted. Many parents now enroll their children for summer lessons to keep them academically engaged. This development has sparked conversations on what is most beneficial for children, rest or continuous learning. Ondo State Chairman of the Academic Staff Union of Secondary Schools, Olatunji Tajudeen, believes holidays should primarily serve as a time of rest. According to him, students need space to relax and recharge before returning to school.
For anything that runs continuously without a stop, might have issues. As an educationist, I am not in support of summer lesson because these children ought to be allowed to relax, to refresh their brain, and get prepared for the next academic section, the next term, depending on the situation, if it's the end or the beginning. But when you now have to do this, parents who do it is because of where they want to keep their children. Safety. Everybody is now running helter-skelter for what to eat. The father will go one way, the mother goes the other way to improve the economy of the family.
Some parents agree with this position, emphasizing that holidays should help strengthen family ties and give children the opportunity to bond at home.
Me, I don't believe in having any special holiday after the normal school days. So me, I like my children to be at home with me during the normal, that is when they have, then they observe their normal holidays. When you have them being taught throughout, I think for about 4 or 3 months now, on regular teaching, coaching every time, I believe there's supposed to be a time for that brain to at least to have a rest.
Others argued that while rest is important, a balance must be struck. They insist that some level of academic activity helps prevent students from forgetting what they had learned. Educationists, however, suggest that rather than subjecting children to another round of rigorous academic exercises, holidays could be better utilized for skill acquisition, sporting events, and other extracurricular activities that build creativity, discipline, and social skills. Blessing Obe, Osrc News.
Ondo State House of Assembly has vowed to support every move that will strengthen security efforts across the state. Speaker Olamide Oladiji, while playing host to Commissioner of Police Ondo State Command, called for continued crusade against all forms of crime in the state. House of Assembly correspondent Omoshiliola Adesoya Ajayi now completes the story.
In a bid to further consolidate peace and enhance security in Ondo State, the Commissioner of Police and top police command leadership paid a courtesy visit to the State House of Assembly. The visit, described as a strategic move to deepen collaboration between law enforcement and lawmakers, was warmly received by members of the House led by the Speaker Olamide Oladiji. The Speaker, who commended the police for their proactive efforts in maintaining peace across the state, noted that such strides have contributed to improved peace and investor confidence in the state.
Investors will not come when there is no peace. So it is when there is peace in the state, it is then we can begin to talk about investors. And it is the investors that can bring in their hard currency to come and do one or two things in the states. So I want to especially appeal to you that as far as succession is concerned, try as much as possible so that there can be peace.
He charged the new Commissioner Adebowale Lawal to thoroughly review inherited cases to ensure justice and proper solution. Oladiji also called for continued engagement and regular meetings between security agencies and traditional rulers, whom he identified as stakeholders often involved in community land matters.
I want to thank you for your courage for working with other agencies. You see, it's a matter of understanding, to tolerate other agencies, and that meeting is very germane. We're having, regular meetings with them, even with the royal fathers, because some of them, they are the one that is accommodating, they are the one that is giving land to all these strange people.
The Commissioner of Police emphasized that protecting lives and property remains the foremost responsibility of the police and assured the Assembly of the Command's unwavering commitment to maintaining security, calling for collaborative efforts to improve operational capabilities.
It was because we enjoy the support of the government. That's why it's been easy for us to do that. Of course, we have some pockets of crimes and criminalities here and there. But I want to assure you to continue support. We continue to manage, nip it in the bud before it escalates, so that the mission and vision of the executive governor will come to fruition. We know we have lofty ideas about how to develop Ondo State, especially the river line, bringing investors to the state.
Mr. Adebowale Lawa, who assumed office on July 2, 2025, is the 46th Commissioner of Police to be posted to Ondo State. Omoshiliola Adesoya Ajayi, Osrc News.
Kaduna State Police Command has summoned a former governor of the state, El-Rufai, alongside some key members of African Democratic Congress (ADC) in Kaduna for inciting disturbance of public peace. It will be recalled that suspected thugs disrupted the inauguration of the transition committee members of a coalition of opposition parties under the ADC in Kaduna State last Saturday. The assailants, reportedly armed with cutlasses, clubs and stones, attacked participants and vandalized properties. Despite the incident, the inauguration continued under tense conditions and not without the Kaduna State Police Command blaming El-Rufai for the incident. El-Rufai insisted he has not been served with the police invitation and has only read about it on social media. Edo State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) says it arrested 26 suspected drug traffickers with a total of 41 kilograms of various narcotic drugs. Edo State Commander of NDLEA, Michel Ofoyeju, who made the revelation in Benin, noted that the command's intensified operations led to numerous arrests, significant drugs seizures, cannabis farm destruction, and crucial anti-drug abuse initiatives. He explained that in a concerted effort against cannabis cultivation, NDLEA destroyed 4 illegal cannabis plantations in Owen West, covering a total area of 15.8 hectares. The State Command, while noting that no convictions were recorded in August due to court vacations, disclosed that 6 charges were filed in the Federal High Court, Benin. The planned implementation of 5% surcharge on refined petroleum products, including petrol and diesel, starting January 4, 2026, is being opposed by stakeholders in the extractive sector and civil society organizations. This came as Petroleum Product Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria said the law, if enforced, could cause its members to close businesses. Also, the African Democratic Congress (ADC) and Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, said the tax will worsen the hardship of already struggling Nigerians. They noted that with the average national pump price of petrol at Naira per litre, about 382% from 197 Naira per litre when President Tinubu assumed office on May 29, 2023. Nigerians will be empowered further. President Tinubu had on June 26, 2023 signed the Nigerian Tax Administrative Act, which include the 5% surcharge on refined petroleum products to take effect from January 2026. We'll take another break now. When we come back, we'll give you more story. Please, do stay with us.
MTN Mega Billion promo is here. Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire. At 7 p.m., all cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Go.
Welcome back, and now we'll go straight to foreign scene. Democratic Republic of Congo has declared a new outbreak of the deadly Ebola virus 3 years after its last one, saying there were no 28 suspected cases and 15 deaths. The report is presented by Olabamijo Ogundawole.
The Democratic Republic of Congo declared a new outbreak of the deadly Ebola virus on Thursday, with more than a dozen deaths recorded. The Health Ministry said samples tested on Wednesday had confirmed the presence of the virus. It said the initial signals for the outbreak came when a 34-year-old pregnant woman was hospitalized in Kasai province on August 28. Her symptoms included high fever and vomiting. According to the ministry, the country health minister says the virus spread to those who cared for her. They later died as well as the patient. Ebola is a rare but often fatal illness in humans that is transmitted through contact with blood and other bodily fluids. The World Health Organization warns case members are likely to increase, but says Congo has a stockpile of treatment as well as 2,000 doses of vaccines. Congo has recorded over a dozen outbreaks, including a devastating outbreak from 2018 to 2020 that killed nearly 2,300 people. Olabamijo Ogundawole, Osrc News.
Israeli strikes and demolitions have destroyed dozens of buildings in areas of Gaza City, as Israel Defense Forces (IDF) said its offensive has established control over 50% of the city. Intensive bombardment and controlled explosions have leveled several neighborhoods over the past few weeks. Rolls of tents, which have sprung up over the city to shelter Palestinians displaced by the Israeli military campaign, have also disappeared over the past months. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced Israel's intention to seize all of the strip and launch an incursion into Gaza City after indirect talks with Hamas on a ceasefire and hostage release deal broke down in July. Strikes have intensified in areas of Gaza City in recent weeks, and dozens of Palestinians have been killed in attacks this week alone. I will move straight to sports now. An emotional Lionel Messi has struck twice for Argentina in what is likely to be his final competitive appearance on home soil, describing the occasion one he had long dreamed of. The hosts defeated Venezuela 3-0 in a World Cup qualifier in Buenos Aires, with Lautaro Martinez also on the score sheet. Messi walked onto the pitch with his three sons and was greeted by a rousing ovation from over 80,000 fans in a packed stadium before kickoff. The 8-time Ballon d'Or winner, who captained Argentina to their historic 2022 World Cup victory, has now scored a record of 114 goals in 194 international matches. Messi, Argentina's most capped player, said he has not decided if he will play at the 2026 World Cup billed to be hosted by USA, Canada, and Mexico.
Emocionamos con el fútbol. Y en este momento nos deleitamos con esta pasión. Con ustedes, los campeones del mundo.
Tienen una gana de saltar.
With that sport report, we have come to the end of the bulletin tonight. But before we go, we'll take another look at the main point. Muslim faithful in Ondo State have joined their counterpart in Nigeria and across the world to mark the birthday of Prophet Muhammad. The Ondo State chapter of Association of Local Government of Nigeria, ALGON, has exonerated Governor Loki Ayedatiwa from local government's allocation, faulting a council chairman's claim on the fund's management. We also told you that the Edo State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has arrested 26 suspected drug traffickers in the state. And from the foreign scene, we told you Israeli forces have destroyed scores of buildings in Gaza as new offensive intensifies. And that's it on the news at 7. We thank you for being a part of it. Good evening.
Go.